Alright, everybody, you've probably noticed this weird-looking dude in front of the camera right now. This is actually a MonsterVerse Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, Titan Evolution Godzilla figure. This is two figures in one, quotations, but he's really weird. And I know you probably are very familiar with this figure if you've been up to date with the Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire toys by Playmates, because this guy has been mean to shit. He's had funny video after funny video created of him. And I'm here to add to that stockpile of funny videos. Here he is in the box, looking really weird. I don't know. He's just really weird. Peel his skin off to reveal Titan Evolution Godzilla. And you can see the Godzilla Evolved, Kong, the weird looking goober here in the box, Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire with the two dudes right there. And then we have a weird image of the figure inside of this weird Godzilla body horror figure here. Just says Evolution Titan Godzilla. And then the back of the box, we can see some nice illustrations. Like, how does that look so much better? Like, the prototype looks so much better than the official figure. Anyway, Godzilla and Kong return in an all-new adventure, pitting the almighty Kong and the fearsome Godzilla against a colossal undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. And just this hilarity continues. It just looks so funny. Like, you have this image here of Godzilla Evolved bursting out of, like, his previous self, like something out of, like, the Fly movie with Jeff Goldblum. Alright, enough goofing around. I'm gonna get this guy unboxed, and we'll take a closer look at this. Alright, here's just this weird dude out of the packaging. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know. Black. Blue dorsal plates, got blue eyes, and then his mouth has like a little bit of like pink right there. I don't know about this, guys. Like the sculpt on this actual like rubber piece here, I feel like Godzilla is into some weird shit now. Is this instigated by Mothra? Is Mothra into some weird shit now that Godzilla's gotta dress up in a gimp suit? I mean, he's either in a gimp suit, like he's either in like this nice tight full body suit that's made out of leather to actually accent his curves and his beauty, or he's been consumed by the Venom symbiote and is gonna fight Spider-Man or something. I don't know how I feel about that. His tail is clearly detached right now. Wiggly waggly. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, he does have the same articulation that the figure inside of him has. So he can move his legs back and forth. His arms can move back and forth. And obviously, his tail can rotate. Not very well, though. I don't know. I'm disturbed, really. I'm not even joking anymore. I'm, like, genuinely disturbed. Like, what is this? But, yeah. I mean, let's compare him to the Atomic Breath figure that doesn't have rubber as skin. But here's this big dude. And then here's the regular Atomic Breath Godzilla. It's a cool comparison. Obviously, you can see this one is a lot girthier. He's been eating too many of those hamburgers. He's too hamburger. But there it is. Godzilla before obesity, Godzilla after obesity. Oh. I guess it's time for what you guys all wanted to see. Godzilla get torn apart. Obviously, you can see right here, you gotta rip this open. Man, I wrecked him. I feel like I'm undressing him from his freaking gimp suit here. I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, there's this arm. I feel like this is smaller than the 6-inch Godzilla Evolved once we get this out of here. Oh, I feel like, oh my god, I feel like he's like, is this what it feels like for these like cat suit models? Like these rubber latex full body suit models when they're taking off their freaking suit after like performing in front of the camera for like an hour and a half? Gosh. Why is it? I think I'm gonna have to take a few minutes. Oh, I bumped the camera. Okay. No, just like it just feels like the scene in Godzilla 2000: The Millennium, where like Ordura is trying to like become Godzilla, and it just looks freaking bizarre to me. Oh. Alright, I gotta take my gimp suit off. It was a tough day after adhering to Mothra's kinky desire, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a few minutes to get this undone. A bit of latex ASMR, eh? I can get behind it. Get behind that latex ASMR. Alright, here is Godzilla Evolved. Cool, right? After you just witnessed the scarring depiction of Godzilla ripping out of himself. Yeah. Anyway, here he is. I really like this one. I feel like if they had made the 6-inch figure look like this, like actually painted the spikes red, had the nice translucent dorsal spikes, and then painted this red too, it would have looked a lot nicer. But they didn't do that. They just had like weird salmon color, translucent dorsal plates. And I feel like if they had changed it up and just made a lot nicer colors, it would have looked better, or just had like this like panel of translucent plastic all the way down here, and then made these parts like a pinkish color, it would have been more passable. But this is Godzilla Evolved. Really cool. He's like moving arms. They can move out and they can move back and forth and all around. Really cool. Head can slightly move side to side. Mouth moves up and down. Same goes for the other arms. It can move out and they can move back and forth and all around, all that great stuff. He can move his legs back and forth, and then he does have a swivel at the ankle, I guess is what that would be. Does have a full rotation here, and it can move up and down. So about the same articulation as that regular version of Godzilla Evolved that they released, although I don't have that version. I have the repaint, that came with the Shimo in the battle pack. And you can see, just slightly different, but more or less the same type of figure. I don't know how I feel about this, and I'm not doing the whole dressing him up in his gimp suit again. Like, that looks bad. But anyway, here is the actual suit. Moving this off to the side here. I take a look at the suit itself. He is an empty husk of what he once was, literally. There's like nothing going on inside there, unless you want there to be something in there. Yeah, being dressed in a tight-fitting bodysuit wasn't enough. She had to be part of a whole monster movie. The one thing I do have to say about the Godzilla without the, like, figure inside of it, he's still, like, is a good figure. He can, like, stand up. He just feels very, like, wobbly, like very wobbly, very, like, jelly. Like, I feel like this in itself is like a stress toy. I know they market it as like 2 different figures, right? With the Godzilla skin suit, the bondage suit, whatever you want to call it, and then the actual figure inside of it. Yeah, I guess you could say they're 2 different figures, but not really, because the 2 figures need to be one to accomplish their gimmick. And without the figure inside of the regular Godzilla, it's just like Godzilla's hollowed out carcass, just a skin. For comparison, here is all of the other Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire Playmates Godzilla figures we've taken a look at, and I feel like this covers every figure released for this toy line, with the exception of the regular version of that 6-inch Godzilla Evolved. Now, when it comes to the depiction of Godzilla's evolution in the film, I feel like the best depiction is the Mystery Hollow Earth Crystal Godzilla Evolved. Because if you're able to get the specific Godzilla one, it captures the evolution perfectly. Godzilla defeats Titanus Tiamat, he goes inside the crystal, stays there for a long time, and then he comes out in his new evolved form. That is perfect for the crystals. Here it's just like, oh my gosh, it's a weird Godzilla with a weird chest burster Godzilla coming out of him. You gotta rip the skin back, rip the foreskin back like your mama tells you to do when you go into the shower. It's just such a bizarre gimmick, but I strangely like it. It's goofy, yes, it doesn't make sense, it never happened in the movie this way, but I still think it's a fun figure. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.